Today, from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, this is the National Football League on EA Sports. It's the NFC Championship game. The San Francisco 49ers taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
The road to a Super Bowl goes through San Francisco.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the San Francisco 49ers. A trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
You want to talk about a driven player partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Slot man moves right. Here's Goff. That one let go deep for Laporta. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On fourth down, Goff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Montgomery, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Goff. And he's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up a shot.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just...
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from a yard out. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Here's Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run order.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. John Kaminsky. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds,
That's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. On 1st down, it's gone. Throw left side to Reynolds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Goff now to throw. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back. They're going to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Goff. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's going to be a good matchup for him, using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation and making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
On 1st down, Purdy. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now it's Goff.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. Purdy now to throw.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Levi Onwuzurike providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tap.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And we'll get it down to the 47 here.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 33 and a first.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Purdy from the gun.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers have taken the lead here this NFC Championship game. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Raymond now on the return. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
To throw is Goff. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Goff. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Goff.
Right side to Williams.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. But we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. Slant pass, he's got Reynolds. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Goff. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to move back in front.
And this is where you're hoping you catch the defense with too many men in the box. You line up in a jumbo set and pull people close to the line of scrimmage and in tight. And then it was all about closing off the angles of pursuit on the strong side and hoping your guy can win the race to the outside. And that time, he takes the toss and follows his lead blocker right into the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 45. 109 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. They run over center with Mitchell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That good for 19 and a first down. CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Goff now looking to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. In that first half, it was David Montgomery who proved to be tough to stop. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at the 34.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, it's gone.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gone.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again is gone.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Goff now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
Goff on first down.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Goff on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Purdy from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Here's Purdy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Montgomery on the counter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and it'll bring up third down. Goff.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down in the yard. Try the right side with Mitchell.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Goff.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball up too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard.
To the air again, Goff.
Short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Toss left to Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. That time a 6-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode. but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Play action. It's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Goff throwing again. And he rips that one incomplete there.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Purdy will throw for it.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line tied in the fourth quarter as the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Lions offense set to take over. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball at the 23, second and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing on third, Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Purdy now on second down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get this off past the 35-yard line. Purdy now to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Purdy looking to throw. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
on first down. Gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Goff connects with St. Brown.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Wright's got it. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Wright, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try the middle with Montgomery, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Badgley's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Purdy and the Niners
Down 27-24, a little under a minute 50 remaining. A field goal sends this championship game to overtime as they've got a 1st and 10.
throwing. Purdy.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Purdy to throw.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Here's Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Purdy to throw.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And this one is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Here's Purdy to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
They're going to turn that the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl.
And he returns this to the 22. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? It looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson with Jermaine Curse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure.
They go play action here. Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here.
This will be caught at Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
What I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sideline. I see a defense hold up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
Purdy.
And they'll be driven back back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, the defense coming through there, CD, with a big-time play, and they're getting close here to getting off the field and giving their offense a chance to win this ball game.
Your partner, no one's cheering louder after that play than their offensive teammates because they understand how different things would be if instead of going out and needing a touchdown to tie things up, they can run out there with a chance to win the game right there.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here come the Lions now.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 27 to Montgomery to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
They'll need at least a field goal here to keep their Super Bowl dreams alive, and they'll need to do it by the end of the period as they work here on 2nd down.
Going up the gut, Montgomery.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's 3rd down.
Now it's gone.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, and he's going to take this right to the line to gain. Awfully close. But they'll say that he did get the 6 yards he needed. Didn't get much more than that, but it works all the same. 1st down.
Now left side of the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
To throw, Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Goff. is caught by Laporta. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's gone. And it's caught! Touchdown in overtime! And they are Super Bowl bound! And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.